All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to our Inner Circle Live Tuesday morning session. I'm your host, Ryan Carthage. We'll be joined shortly by my awesome partner, Mr. Benny Allen. Hope everybody is doing well today. We're going to dive right in, man. As always, let's turn off all distractions, prepare your minds and your bodies to engage, as you guys always do. And for the courtesy of everybody on the call, please ensure that your mic is muted if you're not actively asking a question or making a comment. All right. So let's get to it. Real quick, just to get some engagement, drop me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay. Been trying to tweak my audio to make sure that it sounds good and it's convenient for me at the same time. All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so let's do this. Share. There we go. Desktop. There we go. All right, cool deal. Now, starting on trading economics. All right. Trading economics. Here we go. So, let's go back to the homepage. I was scrolling through just to see what was going on. But top story, oil prices rise for second day. Oil prices extend gains on Tuesday with WTI crude futures trading at $76 a barrel and Brent crude approaching 83 on concerns about supply disruptions as investors anticipate a rise in demand in China, right? The terminal in Turkey set to be closed until Wednesday as a precaution after a major earthquake hit the country, right? So some supply disruptions coming into the oil space. We'll continue to watch that and see how that also impacts the Canadian dollar as well. All right. Then we have the RBA, Reserve Bank of Australia. All right, this is an important one. It raised the cash rate by 25 basis points to 3.35% at its February meeting, which occurred last night, Eastern time. So the move was the 9th straight rate rise since May, taking the borrowing cost to a level not seen since 1989, while dropping its previous guidance that it was not on a preset path, right? The board reiterated future hikes would be needed as inflation in Australia remains too high. The central bank seeking to return the inflation rate to 2 to 3% range, expecting the reading to come in at 4.75% this year and 3% mid 2025. Policymakers mentioned that they will keep the economy on even keel, noting that the path to achieve a soft landing remains a narrow one. Right. So their previous stance was we'll be more data dependent. They've changed that tone. Right. So this is more of a hawkish tone for the Reserve Bank of Australia. So we'll continue to monitor this to see how things progress. But coming out of the Saturday ritual, we know that we were anticipating the Aussie pairs to make a move to the upside. Right. So this comes right in line with what we've already been looking at. So that was the big news for the morning. All right. You also have some things in the background. Bank of Japan, they approached um, a member that is more of a dovish nature. So you have the Japanese yen kind of in an in between state, potentially somewhat dovish, as the Bank of Japan is looking for a successor for Karuta, and they're approaching folks that have somewhat of a similar mindset as Karuta does. So that change in narrative may not occur depending on who actually gets voted in for in the Bank of Japan. So that's how also happened in the background. Today at 12 o'clock, we have Fed Chair Powell speaking, talking about the economy and interest rates. At 12:30, we have Governor Macklem out of the Bank of Canada speaking, also talking about interest rates. So those conversations could definitely impact the market mid-afternoon. On Wednesday, we have FOMC member Williams speaking. Thursday, we got GDP coming out of the UK. I'm sorry, that's Friday. Coming out of the UK, you also have a monetary policy report on Thursday coming out of the UK, along with unemployment claims for the United States, and then for Canada as well on Friday. All right, so we got a little bit happening this week from a fundamental perspective that we'll keep our eyes on as we move through the week. So that's just a quick touch there. Are there any questions from a fundamental perspective before we dive into the charts? Nope. All right. Cool deal. We'll take a look at the dollar first, and then we'll come back to this NZD Swissy. That's one I want to take a look at. So taking a look at the dollar. All right, continuing that bullish push. This is the daily time frame. I just ran the fibs to the downside here, right? We had a fresh AB boundary. Price pushed up. We broke back above this daily and weekly level. These were support levels, right? Served as resistance here. We broke back above those, right? That's key for us to watch. As we come down to the 4-hour time frame, right? This is what that looks like, right? We had an 80-20 scenario on the DXY. Price pushed down into that 118 and 127 zone. And then we saw the nice push to the upside, right? Those dollar pairs gained some strength and getting a little bit of a retracement right now. All right, so the dollar is back to the upside, giving us this pullback. So we'll see how things continue to move forward to see if we get a little bit of a pullback to retest this daily level, right? That was a key level there. See if we get a pullback down to retest that daily level and then potentially get bullish again. All right, so we'll watch that from the DXY perspective to see what happens there. All right, so that's where we are with the dollar. When we take some of those dollar pairs, take a look at some of those dollar pairs, you'll see those retracements coming in. Okay, so let's go back to this NZD Swissy real quick. This is one that we posted in the Telegram. This is on the 15-minute time frame. We're looking at this 80-20 play here. Right, it's already on the move to the upside, right? Beautiful push. We broke the cloud here. Beautiful push to the upside. Still haven't gotten to that 382 level yet, right? And we're getting a little bit of a pullback now. So if anybody is not in this, right, this one did bounce around a little bit, right? Pushed below this 118 and 127 zone before it got its reversal. So if you're not in this yet, right, here's an opportunity. Right, we got a nice pullback here, 618 retracement. Price is starting to stall. We did break back below the cloud here. We got bearish ahead, so we might want to wait, right, and allow this to swing back to the upside. But a nice pullback here on the sub fib. Okay, so also if you're in this and you're looking for a re-entry, right, could be a potential opportunity for you to re-enter this trade or add a second entry to this trade as it's come down to that 618 retracement level, placing that stop below the A, right? Placing a stop below the A, which is 12 pips, right? So here's an opportunity for an entry off of this break of the cloud, and now we're getting this pullback. So this is one to watch for us. All right. We can come down to the 5. Let's do this. Copy this. I'm going to take this down to the 5 and look at it like that. Right. So here you're able to see, right, we're below the cloud. So this is how you can monitor this and wait for price to break back above the cloud here on the 5. All right. Wait for price to break back above the cloud on the 5 to give you an entry and take this up to at least that TP1 level. All right. So that'll put us in a good risk to reward and allow this trade to ride to the upside here. Okay. So this is one that I'm watching. We'll check back on it later on in the session, see how things transpire to see if we get that opportunity to enter this to the upside. I had a tight stop on this originally, so I got stopped out and was pushed down, and I missed the move to the upside. So I'm going to watch this for this potential ride to the upside there. Okay. Anybody in this trade or was in this trade, still in this trade?
Still in.
Still in? Nice work. Nice work. Nice work. All right. Beautiful. So that's the NZD Swissy, right? So for those that are still in, if you're looking to add an entry to your position, this could be the opportunity. We'll check back on it later. All right. Let's go take a look at some of these Aussie pairs. Take a look at the Aussie CAD. This is another one that we looked at coming out of the weekend, looking at an 80-20 scenario potentially, right? So off the daily time frame, we got a 618 retracement. Price pushed up, wasn't able to break out to get to the D extension. Had this beautiful pullback here, right? And now we're getting a little bit of a retracement. So as we come down to the 4, right, we see we hit that 382 level. We broke back below this daily level, right? And this is kind of where we're starting to range a little bit, all right? Starting to range a little bit here. So look to see if we get a pullback like this and a continuation to the upside, right? This is what I'm looking for on this pair, okay? As we come down to the 1, right, we'll get into the move that we were looking at. Here's a fresh AB boundary on the 1 hour time frame. Shallow retracement, price pushed down, not able to get to that 118, 127 zone, but we're often moving to the upside here, and we're getting this retracement here, right? So this is that look off the 4, and this is that pullback that I'm looking to see. Retest this previous daily level and see if we get that bounce to the upside, that continuation there, okay? So as we come to the 15, this is the play that we had on the 15 minute, and we took it down to the 5 to look for that entry, right? But we had an 80-20 scenario, right? Shallow retracement, 118, 127 zone. Price pushed up, still didn't get to that 382, came right back down into our zone. Not able to get to the D extension, and then price turned over and pushed to the upside. Okay. So we drop down to the 5 and take a look at this. All right. Drop down to the 5 and take a look at this, right? And this is where we broke the cloud. Right here. All right. That's where we broke the cloud. Right there. And then we got to pull back to retest the cloud, had a bullish cloud ahead, and now we're off and moving. Okay. So this could end up turning into a potential crown pattern. Okay. If we get this pullback and come back to retest this daily level, right? We took out the previous high here, pushed up, right? And we're getting this retracement now. Get price to come back down and retest that level, looking at a crown pattern like that, right? And that'll put us into that similar position that we looked at off the 1 hour time frame and that deeper retracement. All right. So keep your eyes on that one. This is one that has, I think, some more bullish potential in it. All right. So look at that to continue moving to the upside there. But that's another that we posted in the Discord channel. That's on the move to the upside. Okay. Questions here? No? Cool deal. Continue to monitor that trade. Some great opportunities there coming out of the weekend. Benny, good morning, bro.
Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, everybody. How are you, Ryan?
I'm doing well, man. I'm fired up this morning, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Anything you seen from a fundamental perspective that you think we should continue to monitor?
No, just of course, right. We saw on the front page of Trading Economics, right, the oil price. We talked about that over the weekend a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to decide what could possibly be a catalyst for the CAD. We see that the oil prices have risen for a second day, but and then I mean, it's just the RBA rate hike, which was expected.
It was expected, but they changed their tone though.
Yeah. Kind of everybody kind of falling behind, right? Following suit. It's amazing.
It is.
It happens every time. Like they all end up falling behind each other and saying the same stuff. Depending on who goes first. So yeah, used to it now. Other than that, man, I think it's a fairly light week fundamentally this week. So
yeah, just got some Powell and Mecklenburg speaking today.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've got a bunch of them speaking all week, right?
Yeah, it's a few of them, and then you got some unemployment claims coming out later in the week too.
Yeah.
But overall, like you said, pretty quiet. Just a couple things popping in.
Yeah. So cool. Other than that, that's it.
Cool deal, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yep, anytime.
All right. So that's what we're looking at on the Aussie CAD. Let me take a look at this Aussie dollar. We'll go through the Aussie pairs first, but I do want to get to that pound dollar as well. So this Aussie dollar, right? Similar deal. Push down to this daily support level. Okay. Daily time frame, push down to this daily support level. Wicked out at that 50%. Take that out. Worked out at that 50% retracement, right? And now we're starting to get a little bit of a push back to the upside here, all right? As we move through the time frames, right? It's all in line, right? Shallow retracement, 118, 127 zone, not able to get to the D extension, pushing down, right? These 80-20 scenarios play out all of the time, right? So now we're in the space where we broke this daily level here, right? Zoom in a little bit. We broke this daily level here. Now we're trying to pull back some, right? Now we're trying to pull back some. So it's a question of A, will we continue this retracement here, right? And how deep will that go? Okay. Will we just get pull back like this to retest some of these previous levels that we broke, right? Or we come all the way back and retest this daily level that we broke through here. Okay. So that's what I'm monitoring here, and then see if we turn over and make this press back down to the downside. All right. So that goes back to that DXY. And if we get that deeper retracement to retest that daily level that we broke through, right, we could see this continue to push to the upside and give us that retracement there, right? What Jerome Powell says today could definitely impact some of this as well. So we'll monitor that. But this is what I want to see is a nice deep retracement here. Okay. I would love to see a nice deep retracement there and then give us another push to the downside. So if this does play out, more of a crown pattern, since we did take out that low, right? not a long wick, but we did take out that low, so it'd be more of a crown pattern. So it'd be something like this. All right, get that retracement back like that. All right, more of a crown pattern there, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at, and it definitely would be nice on that. Definitely would be nice to see that. All right, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll continue to monitor and watch how things develop. But yeah, so as we move down to the 1 hour time frame, right? This is the opportunity here, 80-20 scenario, right? Shallow retracement, 118, 127 zone. And now we're pushing back to the upside. Okay, now we're pushing back to the upside. Yeah, and so the post in the Discord was this here, right? This was the post in the Discord, right? That we talked about over the weekend, the retracement and then the continuation down, right? So this 80-20 scenario plays right into that. Plays right into that, right? So if we see this continued push to the upside, retest that daily level that we broke through, and then give us that move back down. All right, so here we're looking at potential inverted head and shoulders if we get a retracement and then that push up. All right, if you get something like this. All right, the inverted head and shoulders there, if that occurs. Okay, but bullish on this one. In the short term, looking to get back to that high. All right, so that's the 80-20 scenario there that we have in play. We come down to the lower time frames, right? And this is what we had. Originally, we had an 80-20 off of this fib here, right? Shallow retracement, 118, 127. But the momentum early on Sunday into Monday just pushed it down deeper, right? Hit that D extension to test this daily support level, right? And then price turned over, gave us a fresh AB boundary. And now we're getting that retracement here. All right. So now we're getting that retracement. So we'll look to see price continue its move to the upside on this. Okay. Retesting the cloud now, and then we'll see that push. Okay. So some great opportunities early in the week, right? That Saturday ritual set us up for. Right. If you took it off the break of a cloud at its highest up 50 pips, if you took it off the B boundary and that support level, you're up over close to 100 pips, right? So beginning of the week, we're already up 150, 200, 300 pips. So Joy closed out at 245, I think it was. Kudos to you, Joy, right? Tons of opportunity early in the week. So continue to manage those trades. And, right, if you're swinging those through the week, right, manage your stops and allow them to allow the market to do what it does. All right. Questions on this Aussie dollar? 254. Awesome. On a Monday. 254 on a Monday. That's a beautiful thing. All right. No questions on the Aussie dollar. Sweet. Aussie Swiss. Right. Here's another one where we got a nice push down, right? Been moving to the downside for most of last week. And now we're getting this push back to the upside here. Okay. Down on your 4. So 80-20 scenario playing out beautifully. All right. Shallow retracement, 118, 127 zone. Boom. 618 retracement. All right. Now we're pushing back to the upside here. Okay. Now we're pushing back to the upside. So as we move down to the 1, we'll take that out. We'll flip this fib and run it down. And this is what you had on the other side. Shallow retracement, 118 and 127 zone, right? And we got the move up. Okay. Cloud is starting to come together. We'll see if we get a twist. We'll see if we get a break on the 1 hour here, but we also could have another inverted head and shoulders here. I mean, not a head and shoulders, but a crown pattern, right? Giving us another opportunity on that move to the upside to come back and retest some of these levels that we broke through. All right. So with it all of this comes in alignment, right? So we looked at these over the weekend. We saw these scenarios setting up 80-20 scenarios. And then yesterday you had the Reserve Bank of Australia come in and change their tone to more of a hawkish tone, push your Aussie to the upside, right? So it all comes into alignment with these 80-20 plays, right? So that's what we're looking at there. Another push to the upside here on this Aussie Swiss. And as we come down to the 15, right, there was your scenario. Shallow retracement, push down, not able to get to that 118, 127 zone, but we then broke the cloud here, and we're on the move, getting a retracement to retest that cloud right now. All right. So that's another one. Beautiful play, beautiful move to the upside. Off the cloud break, you have 46 pips. Okay. So those are some that are moving in our favor. Let's check back on this NZD Swissy. Still pushing down. So we're hovering right now. So we'll check back on it periodically. The Aussie yen, not much doing here, right? These yens are trying to come out of what they were working in, but still kind of all over the place. I'm still not touching them because of some of the back and forth coming out of the Bank of Japan. But if you look at this, right, even in all the noise, you still had the fib sequence playing out, right? Fresh AB boundary, got a nice deep retracement. We'll see if this continues to push to the upside there. All right. As we move down through the time frames, look at some of these smaller waves, right? And here again, you had an 80-20 scenario on the one. Didn't get to that 382, pushed into the 118 and 127 zone. And as crazy as this looks, we still got to that 382 and deeper, right? We got to that 786 level. And now price is making its way back to the upside, right? As crazy as it looks, it's still played out. Okay. So looking for this one to continue to the upside, at least to get to the matching the extension, but potentially getting back to this daily level as well. All right. So I'm not playing this one. It's not really attractive to me. There's easier pairs to trade. So I'm leaving that one as is. Aussie NZD, we're still ranging here. All right. Still ranging here. So this is one that I'm going to keep my eyes on for a longer term opportunity. We're ranging here, B boundary, 236 retracement. We got this daily level here, right, in line with this 118, 127 zone. So what I'd like to see is price continue to rise into this daily level, right? If we get this push up, then we'll look to see if this daily level holds and see if we get a reversal out to give us that retracement opportunity here. Okay. So I'm sitting tight on this one right now. It's in this range. I think this range is about 100 pips or so. Yeah, 106 pips, right? So I'd love to see this continue pushing to the upside there. You got a question?
Hey, Ryan.
What's up, bro?
Hey, I jumped on late. Did you cover that Euro Aussie on the 15 or no?
Ooh, nope, I didn't get there yet.
Okay.
Didn't get there yet. I'll hop over there though.
Sure.
Coming down to the 4 hour, right? Down on your 4 hour, you got a 50% retracement, got down to this daily level. Coincidentally, right, the matching D extension is in line with that daily resistance level, right? So again, I'd like to see price push up into this level, hit that D extension on the 4, test that daily resistance level, and then give us that reversal opportunity. All right. Give us that reversal opportunity like that. All right. So that's what I'm looking for in this one. Just wait and sit and tight. Looking for that to occur. So we got some confluence at that daily level. And as we continue moving down through the time frames, you'll see, right, we continue to get that confluence here. 118 to 127. We haven't gotten to that 382, still just shy. So if we push into that daily level on your 1 hour, you got an 80-20 scenario, right? So you see how all 3 levels come into an alignment here, and it puts us in that scenario where we could have a high probability opportunity, be it later on this week or early next week, right? So we'll watch that to see how that transpires and then giving us that move back down. All right. So be patient on this Aussie New Zealand, allow it to do what it's going to do. And even coming down to your lower time frames, right? You got to that 382 matching the extension in line with that daily level. Okay. So keep your eyes on this one as we move through the week to see if we get that action and give us that opportunity to move back down to the downside there. Any questions on the Aussie New Zealand? No questions. All right, cool deal. So we'll continue to watch that there. That Euro Aussie that Benny was talking about on the 15. Where we at? There we go.
Take that fib right off that spike low.
High.
Nope, off the spike low.
Oops.
Yeah.
Pull this one out.
Nope, come on down.
Right
nope,
here?
right there. Yep.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pull this one out.
Okay.
Yeah. Bang. This was the play here, right? Looking for that retracement to come. Shallow retracement, 118 to 127 zone. Got another push higher. Cloud break, boom. Right? So off the cloud break, that's another one that went over off the Saturday ritual. 150 pips to the downside. Beautiful move there. So now we're looking at, do we get this reversal and price continue to push to the upside? All right. And that move came down and retested this consolidation that it was previously in. All right. Push down to retest the consolidation. Now we'll see if we get this move back to the upside. All right. So what we can do here, we'll copy this fib. All right. We'll drop down to the 5. All right. And now we wait on our cloud confirmations. Like so. All right. Moving through the cloud now, right? The cloud is pushing sideways, so a level of resistance. So we'll see if we get that twist, right? We got a TK crossover here. We need that Kumo twist, and we need the cloud, the price to break above the cloud, right? Nice deep retracement, 786 level, right? Matching the extension as a 156, 135. Okay. So let's wait for it, right? But playing out just as we thought it would coming out of the weekend, right? Beautiful scenario there. Okay, beautiful scenario. So that's what we want to keep our eyes on as we move through the day. Questions here? No. All right. Good deal. Let's take a look at this pound dollar. It's been bouncing around quite a bit. Daily time frame perspective, right? We got a 50% retracement, double top scenario there at that weekly resistance, and it's pressing down. Okay, so this one we'll watch to see, right? See if we come back down and get to this this daily support level at 118. We'll see how this moves, but we could be in for that. As we come to the 4, what did I have happening there? Take that out, right? Boxed out that double top there. And this is that press to the downside. 80-20 scenario again. Shallow retracement. That double top came right in that 118, 127 zone. And we're on the move. Okay. So down on our 1, we got that sharp move down off the news on Friday, right? And so now we're looking to see at what point does price give us a pullback, right? Or does price give us a pullback? Okay. So we're still hovering in this 118, 127 zone on the 1, right? So we're being patient to wait to see, does price turn over and give us this retracement, right? And looking for a high price to get short, right? We'd love to see a high price to come into our sweet spot to then get short, right? So that's what we're looking to see here. So we're hovering in this zone, continuing to make its way down. So be patient with these dollar pairs, because Benny and I were talking about this yesterday, right? And this could be one of those scenarios where some of these dollar pairs, right, the dollar just goes on a run, right, with the fundamental news and things moving in favor of the dollar, with the Fed doing what they're doing, and with jobs moving as Fed Chair Powell expected, right? We could see the dollar continue to run. So some of these scenarios, we may not get the deep retracement that we're looking for. So we'll be patient and wait for all the confirmations on these dollar pairs. Okay. So that's the look there on the 1. We come down to the 15, right? And we got a similar scenario here, right? We're closer to that D extension on the 15, right? But 80-20 scenario nonetheless. So we'll see if price starts to level out before getting to that D extension, or if it does like that dollar Aussie dollar did, right, and push down to the D extension and then give us a reversal, right? So we'll watch this one to see what happens here. So we'll be patient. We got a couple breaks of the cloud here, right? And then price continued to push back down. So let's be really, really patient here, and let's add in potentially, right, this lagging span also breaking through the cloud, right, to give us that last piece of confirmation, along with the bullish cloud ahead, right, and price breaking above, give us an extra piece of confirmation of that potential reversal. All right. So be patient on this one, but continue to monitor it to see at what point do we get this reversal and that move back to the upside. Okay. So patience there. Patience there. Okay. Questions on the pound dollar? Nope. All right. Cool deal. Let's look at this CAD Swiss. It's just bouncing right now, right? We've been monitoring this CAD Swiss for quite some time. This is a longer term swing off the daily time frame, right? Haven't been able to break above this daily resistance level, right? So we're just hovering right now as we move down through, right? There's our 80-20 scenario on the 4, right? And just bouncing, just ranging at the moment, just ranging. So we need a breakout, right? We need a breakout. We get that and a retest, and that'll give us some opportunities to take this to the upside. All right. So this is one that you got to continue to be patient on, right? If you didn't get an entry off the support level, right? Continue to be patient. We're looking for a retracement coming out of Saturday ritual, right? And we got that. We got to push down 50% retracement and now we're just hovering. So out of the ritual, we got what we expected. Didn't come into our sweet spot, but we did get the retracement that we were expecting. Now we're looking for price to push to the upside here. Okay. Now looking for price to push to the upside here. Give me 1 second, everybody. All right. My bad, everybody. So looking for this one to continue to push to the upside here. Okay. So nothing doing right now, but looking for price to continue to move to the upside. With oil potentially gaining a little bit of steam, we could see this breakout at some point and continue making that move to the upside there. Okay. So that's the CAD Swiss. Euro dollar. Right. Off the fresh B boundary, push down. Right. Started that move early, middle of last week. Right. And then continue to break below this weekly level. So now, similar to that pound dollar, right, looking to see at what point do we get a retracement before we get this continuation to the downside. Okay. So as we come in here to the 4, right, we didn't retest that level. We broke below, retested as resistance, and continued moving down. So we're at a 618 retracement right now on the 4, right? Down to the 1, 80-20 scenario. Shallow retracement, 118, 127 zone. We got our breakdown. We're coming into that 382 retracement level right now, right? So again, the question is, at what point do we get a retracement before we get a continuation short? Okay. So as we move down through the time frames, another 80-20 scenario on the 15. All right. So we got a ton of these setting up on these dollar pairs. Just got to be patient with them. Right. Just got to be patient with them. Allow them to meet our rules. Okay. Allow them to meet our rules. But this is another one to keep your eye on. Wait for that twist. Wait for the break. All right. So tons setting up, but nothing to pull the trigger on right now. Okay. Nothing to pull the trigger on right now. All right. But that's our opportunity there. So we'll continue to monitor that. Questions on the euro dollar? Nope. Okay, cool deal. See what that euro GBP did. I didn't trade it, but it's another one that we posted in the Discord channel. On the 4. So we broke out, right? This one is Joy's favorite pair, right? Broke out above the daily resistance level at 8,900. Been watching the level for quite some time. Broke out, coming back to potentially retest that level and then see if we continue to get long, right? So we come here to the 4. Okay. And we got B boundary. Didn't quite push into that 118, 127 zone, right? But we're starting to get this move down. So we got a little bit of indecision here. Okay. So we'll see if we push into this 118, 127 zone and then get this move back down, or if this is just going to be a little bit of a pullback and then we get that push down into the zone, right? So we'll watch this one. It started to move down, right? We'll see if we get that continuation down to retest that daily support level. Okay. But that's the move on the 4. Okay. Come here to the 1. All right. And that's a similar look there. Okay. Didn't quite get into that 118, 127 zone, but we'll see if we turn over and press down there. Okay. So retracement coming. And then once we retest this level, as long as this daily level holds, right, we can look at that opportunity then to get back long. Okay. So that's where we're at on the Euro GBP, right? That's a slow mover, takes its time, moves all over the place, but ultimately it does follow the sequence. It just takes forever to do it, right? So that's the Euro GBP. Any questions there? No. Okay. I didn't think you would, Joy. Let's look at this CAD yen. So look, man, this one is another longer term swing. Just been hovering in this 118, 127 zone on the daily time frame. We're pressing this daily resistance level, right? We've been there twice already. We got a gap up, right, with the news coming out of Japan, and we got oil trying to pick up some steam, right? So we're hovering here at this level. We'll see at what point do we break through it, but this is a longer term swing, right? This is a longer term swing, but looking for a breakout of this daily level and then see if we can get a continuation higher there. All right, we come down to the 4, right? And you see just that range, just like most of those yen crosses have been doing, right? If we run the sub fib off the low, all right, this is where we sit. This is where we sit. So we'll see if we get another retracement down into our sweet spot and then get an opportunity to get long and then potentially break that daily level. All right. So I'm watching this one for this pullback here to see if we get it. All right. See if we get it and then give an opportunity to get long there. Right. But this is gonna take some time. Okay. Gonna take some time. So here on the 1, right, there's an 80-20 scenario. Bang. Right. I ran those fibs off of the low point here. Right. So that's the potential play there. We'll see if it happens, right? We'll see if we get this pushed down. Okay. But that's what I'm looking for on this CAD yen is this move down here, right? So if you trade the 80-20s off of the 1 hour, right, there you go. You can drop your cloud on, be patient, wait for it to develop, and then get the move, okay? If we drop down to the 15, right, we're hovering sideways, but we already broke the cloud on the 15, right? Got an 80-20 scenario on the 15 as well, okay? So could be an opportunity, right? If we retest this cloud here and we stay below the cloud, don't break back above, right? We could see that move down. See the cloud is moving sideways here, showing that level of resistance, right? So was support there as well. So we could be in for that move down off the 15-minute time frame here, right? 80-20 scenario. Let's see something here. Stop loss above the high is 45. The extension 94. A little more than a 1-to-1 to the 382. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to place my stop above the high here. We got the cloud break. We're in that 118 and 127 zone on multiple time frames, right? Looking for that retracement here, this B2C move, okay? So I am going to pull the trigger on this one. let's see. Add. Right. Stop loss. That was 40 pips. 49. Okay. Let's see. 98.876. Where's my screen at? Here we go. There we go. One second, everybody. Just switching the guys over to my terminal here. Right. So this is what I'm looking for here. And I'm going to take this to the, I'm going to take it to the 382, which is at 97281. Right. Bang. Okay. So we got that entry in there, and we'll monitor that one. All right. So let's come back now. Questions on this CAD yen?
Nope.
Nope. Cool deal. There we go. All right. Cool. So we'll monitor that one and see. Okay. We'll monitor that and see. Change that green. All right. Benny, you got any other pairs that you got your eyes on, man?
No, not right now.
Cool deal. We got a few minutes left. Anybody on the line got any pairs that you got your eyes on?
I do want to, I got scared and closed out my U-Shelf only because I wanted to hear what Paul said, because I don't do good on that one, Paul speak. I just took my $2 for the jukebox and the ride back home.
Hey, no, hey, listen. Hey, you got $2. But look, no, but you're so looking at that retracement here, right? So we mapped this out coming out of the weekend, right? So coming back, you got that nice move to the upside. Right? Let's zoom out. Let's go back. Right? We're looking at this because, right, we're in a key zone, right? 8-6 retracement level, right? And we got to push to the upside here. So in your lower time frames, that's a strong move, right? So we're looking at, okay, do we get a retracement before we get that continuation? So waiting to see what happens, right? Especially if you got your long positions in, that's cool, right? Close that out, allow that news to come through. But as we move down and we look at this, right? AB boundary off the low, shallow retracement, didn't get into that 118, 127 zone, but we're trying to start making this move to the downside. So what we could potentially see is we could see that move happen and then give us that long opportunity again, right? We had some consolidation here that we haven't retested yet, right? Right in that sweet spot. So we could see that happen. So as we continue to move through, we see that either B boundary or an 80-20 scenario on all of our time frames. So this kind of aligns, right? Kind of aligns with what Benny talked about over the weekend, right? This retracement coming, just like on all these dollar pairs, right? You could see these retracements happen and then see them move back in favor of the dollar, right? So, and see, it's trying to make its move now. So we'll just be patient and see if we get this cloud twist and get that push to the downside. So as we come into the 15, right, we see we got the bullish cloud ahead. We see we broke through the cloud. We retested the cloud, and now we're trying to push down, right? So this is another 80-20 scenario, right? Didn't push fully into that 118, 127 zone, but we broke the B boundary. We're looking for that move to the downside, right? So your thought makes sense to close out your long, take your profit, right? And wait for this low price to then get long again, right? So it makes sense. Makes complete sense. So that's what we're looking for here, right? And we see we already got that cloud break, right? So good work. Good work, good work, good work. Now, right, since we're looking to get long, either you can play this 80-20 to the downside, 382, 618, or wait for that low price and then pull the trigger on the long. Okay. Donette said 80-20 on the UJ. Let's take a look. Mm-hmm. You on the 15, Donette? That's about
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. Right. Similar to that dollar Swiss, right? You got a nice deep retracement here, but price is trying to give us another retracement. We're hovering at this daily level, right? We come down to the 4. We see that nice retracement there on the 4 that we got with that push, right? And now we're looking at a potential retracement, just like the rest of these dollar pairs. All right. Come down to our 1. Right, and this was that push to the upside, broke the cloud. Now we're hovering on the 1. So coming down to what Donette's talking about here, right? We got that cloud break. We came back to retest the cloud. You run your fib off the low. Boom. Right, not able to get to the D extension. And we're pushing down. 80-20 scenario. Okay. 100 pips above the high. 382, you're looking at 200. That's 2 to 1. Right? If we get down to 618, almost a 3 to 1. 786 gets you that 3 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Right? That's an opportunity there. That's an opportunity there. And let's see. Ranging a bit. Let's see, where am I at? I'm going to wait till after Powell speaks on this one. But that's an opportunity there to get short. I might miss it, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm going to wait on that one. But that's a beautiful setup, though. That's a beautiful setup. Yep. Cool deal. Let's see here. Let's take a look at gold. Crazy move to the downside. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's come all the way back here. We know we're going to run them off the top on the 1. But look at it. Right? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Shallow retracement, just shy of that 118, 127 zone. Breakdown. Right? And now it's retesting this weekly level that it broke below. We'll see if we get a deeper retracement on that. But it's retesting that level right now. Right? Come down to the 4. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. Boom. Now we're just hovering sideways. We come to the 1, right? And we'll run those fibs off the high. Like so. And you're just hovering at that B boundary zone. Okay. Just hovering at the B boundary zone. So we'll see if you break back above this weekly level, right? We could get a nice retracement off of it. But if you stay below that level, right, could look for deeper push. Right. So we're just ranging right now. I need to break out in one direction or the other. Need to break out in one direction or the other, right? So we'll see what happens with what Powell says. That could be the catalyst to push that back above that weekly level and give us that ride back to the upside to retest this previous consolidation zone here. All right, and give us that nice deep retracement, and then give us that opportunity to then get short. Okay, so that's gold. That's gold. All right, Benny, anything before we wrap it up, man?
No, man, it's just it's amazing how they all flow and sync. I mean, you looked at those yen crosses, but like if you look at the euro yen on the 15, it was the same type of move. It's already occurred. You know, it's just I don't know. It's just amazing how things flow.
It's amazing.
So yeah, man. Great session. Great session. I mean, I see the pound yen at some point. Well, not the same price action, but it made the move to the downside in the correction. But yeah, great session, man. Appreciate everything that you do. Thanks for all you do. And I look forward to seeing everybody tonight, man. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Asian session.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you as well, man. Appreciate you as well, dude. You guys have an awesome Tuesday. We'll see you tonight. Peace.
Thank you.
You're welcome.